So today I want to do a quick review on Dewalt's second generation brushless tool combo. The old kit that I have was the DCD790 compact brushless drill and the DCF897 premium brushless impact driver. And this one is the one that has the chuck release trigger mechanism, not the DCF. I believe it's 886 that just has the standard chuck. So this one is rated at about the same power levels, so it should be a fair comparison. The new kit is the DCD791 compact brushless drill and the DCF887 brushless compact driver. These just came out. I just picked them up the other day, and I'm just going to review the differences in power and features between the two. So the differences between this DCF887 and the DCF886 is that this one has the 3-speed mode control, whereas the DCF886 only had the 1-speed. The premium Dewalt Impact actually had the 3-speed mode control, the first generation one. So that was one of the differences between the 895 and the 886. I think it's definitely a benefit to have the 3 speeds. You can do it with just the trigger, but it obviously gives you a little more modulation and makes it a little easier to control fasteners and soft materials or delicate work. They both have the 3 lights system. The premium one has, as you can see, it's a little more blue, the lights, and the newer one's got a little more natural coloring to the LEDs. They both illuminate approximately the same, maybe a little better on the new one. I don't know, it's really too close to really say a difference. But besides that, they're pretty much, that's all that really the difference is between them. The grips are the standard 20-volt grip. In my opinion, it's the best grip of any power tool. Not by a lot, but it's my favorite grip. Okay, also another difference is the length. They're actually approximately the same. I mean, there's really no appreciable difference. They're both pretty compact. To give you some sort of reference, here's a Milwaukee Gen 2 impact, and I mean they're so close. There's really no appreciable difference between any of them. So that's not really a benefit of any of them. They're all about the same. They're all very compact and won't cause you any issues getting into any tight spots. Okay, now for the compact drill. There's several differences between the two. I mean, obviously the newer one's a little more powerful. I think this new one's at 460 UWO, and the older one was 350 or 340. So it's about 100 unit watt out more, which I'm assuming this is a DeWalt proprietary rating. They're really the only ones that use it. I'm guessing that means it can draw 100 watts more. It puts out 100 watts more from the motor. So I mean, obviously there is a difference. I'll show you some test drilling with a 1-inch Daredevil bit. It's definitely more powerful, and it's a little bit faster as well. Another big difference between the two is the lighting system. On the Gen 1, the DCD790, it's just got a standard LED. It really, is not too bright. Doesn't really do a great job of illuminating. I guess it's better than nothing. I actually prefer it down in this spot than on the Milwaukee where it's up right underneath the chuck, because a lot of times that gets blocked, or just doesn't really do a great job of lighting up the area in front of the drill. The newer one, this is probably where the biggest improvement was made in my opinion, is that they basically put a much brighter LED down here, and it's also got like a 3-mode selector switch just like the Impact driver does. And so basically what you have is you have a low mode a medium mode, and a high mode. The low and medium modes, they will stay on for 20 seconds after you release the trigger, and the high mode will actually stay on for 20 minutes after you release the trigger. So it's kind of, they call it a spotlight mode. I don't know how great it is, or, if it can compare to just using a standalone flashlight. I'd say probably not. But if you don't have anything else, you could probably use it to see your way around. It's a lot brighter than the standard Gen 1 drill, and even on mode 1, it's pretty much about equivalent to what the Generation 1 drill was. So in my opinion, that's pretty much the biggest improvement between the two, other than the power, obviously. It's also slightly shorter. I don't know if you could see that, but I'd say it's probably, I don't know, a half inch, or maybe a little bit more shorter. So it's a little bit more compact, and it's obviously a little more powerful. So that's always a good thing when you can make something a little smaller and a little more powerful. Okay, so now I'm going to do a couple power tests just to show you the difference in the power levels. I'm going to be using both of them on speed 2 with a Daredevil 1-inch auger bit. Both are going to use the same battery. It's a 2 amp fully charged compact battery, 2 amp hour. Alright, so I'll just do a couple. I'll do 3 with each just to show you the difference in power levels. And again, it's on speed mode too. So as you can kind of see, the first generation DCD790 kind of struggles a little bit at the end. Can't quite poke through the hole. Can't quite put it all the way through. I'll put that on speed 1. Okay, so to the Generation 2, the 791. This is also on speed 2. You can see this one is definitely quite a bit more powerful. Goes through pretty easily, doesn't really struggle, and you can put the hole all the way through, and it goes through much faster as well. Also for comparison, I'll also show you the Gen 2 Milwaukee. This is obviously uses a 5 amp hour battery. I don't have a compact 2 amp hour battery, but just to give you a comparison, this is one of the more powerful brushless drills that you can actually get. So just see how that stacks compared to the compact Dewalt. So as you can see, I mean, this has no problem with it, but neither does the new Dewalt either. So for a compact drill, for the size of this thing, the power is actually pretty impressive. It's definitely a step up from the first generation, that's for sure. Okay, I'm also going to show the power level between the DCF887 and the DCF895, the first generation impact. Like I said, I'll be using the 2 amp hour fully charged battery, and I'll just be using 2-inch drywall screws and putting it into a 4x4, an old 4x4 that I have. I'm just gonna go on speed mode 3 for both of them. So you can see that drives them in really no problem at all. Just change the battery over. So as you can see, this one it drives them much faster. And sometimes actually so fast that it's easy to slip off the actual screw. So you really gotta be careful with it. And just for comparison again, I'll do it with the Gen 2 Milwaukee fuel. So, in my opinion, the DCF887 is actually the fastest of all three of them. Definitely faster and more powerful than the original Dewalt Impact. And actually, what I found is that the Milwaukee seems to actually be slightly more powerful. I've used it to take off lug nuts and to tighten lug nuts, and I'll go as much as this thing can tighten, and then this will actually get it a little bit tighter. So it does seem to have a little bit more power, but this one's got a little bit more speed. So really the way I use it, I have compact Dewalt batteries. I use this for small tasks around the house, and I use the fuel for anything that's a little more heavy duty, that might need a little more power, taking off lug nuts, fastening large lag bolts, that kind of thing. But reality is there isn't much difference between the two. They're pretty evenly matched, and I actually prefer the Dewalt for the grip, and the lighting's better on the Dewalt than the single light underneath the chuck. I don't really like that design. The three lights definitely gives much better lighting, and really any of them, you can't really go wrong with any of them. They're all pretty good. So, all right, that's about it. So, thanks for watching.